And welcome. Coming off the win, something interesting, gotta discuss it. Devin White came up on the bottom of the screen with the actives and inactives before the game that it was a coach's decision that Devin White would not be playing. And after the game, Todd Bowles kind of backed off of that a little bit, kind of paraphrasing here, but he said essentially that Devin White told him that he couldn't go, and at which point Todd Bowles decided he would be inactive. So a little bit conflicting reports. My gut tells me he's just going to defend Devin White and kind of, doesn't want to down him too much. But I'm going to say congratulations to Todd Bowles, because if he really did pull the trigger on benching Devin White or making that decision just to inactivate him, then that is a really good and very authoritative and uncharacteristic coaching decision by a guy who has been ridiculed a lot this year. And for Todd to step up and do that, it's very reminiscent of when 2019, during the 2019 season, Bruce Arians, Vernon Hargreaves, right? That situation, that dynamic, it feels eerily similar. And for Todd Bowles to do that to a guy in Devin White who they've been kind of tied at the hip. And for Todd to make that statement, I've been critical of Todd Bowles, but I can admit that's bold, and that's coaching. That's team management. That's player management. That's understanding your group. And you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, while they did not play a perfect game, they were certainly far from flawless. Bucs played well, and they played hard. The Buccaneers defense, KJ Britt coming in, they played with energy. They're flying to the ball. They were much better with their effort. One of the biggest knocks on Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense this year has been effort and tackling. And while there were definitely moments where Jordan Love was able to escape the pocket and make a play downfield, Jordan Love had a couple highlight reel plays against the Buccaneers. For the most part, when the ball was caught or the ball was handed off in space, the Bucs were able to make tackles. And that's where it starts, fundamentals. Defensively, you got to be able to get ball carriers down on the ground, and Tampa Bay did that. And I'm not going to say it's all because Todd Bowles pulled the trigger on, inactivating Devin White, but it feels like that's the kind of decision or coaching decision that leads to a little bit of a wake-up call and has the ability to jumpstart some people. And for Todd to do that, credit has to be given. That's a bold call for a coach to make. And he made it. And his defense backed him up. Ultimately, they let up 20 points. That's not a bad day. It's not a great day. They did get the game-sealing turnover when they needed it. And outside of a couple really just fantastic plays by Jordan Love, they played pretty solid football. So, yeah, Todd Bowles is going to get credit for that. That's a big boy coaching decision. And credit needs to be given to the coach who made that big boy coaching decision. So, Todd Bowles, my hat is not on right now, but if it were, it'd be off to you. Bravo.